When I first started making beats, I pretty much attempted to emulate my favorite producers: Dilla, Premier, Ninth, Alchemist, Madlib, just to name a few. In my early days of YouTube, I would watch videos from different kind of YouTube producers like Booney Mayfield, Equilibrium, Jesu, and of course, many, many more. The list goes on. I was so new to the hip hop world. I really wanted to learn how to make hip hop beats, just because I had such a big passion for it. With all the consumption of like hip hop music and videos, I quickly learned that, producers used vinyl the majority of the time, if not all the time. And I figured, yeah, that's what I need. I need to go buy some records, buy a turntable, buy a beat machine, and that's how I can start making hip hop. And that's pretty much exactly what I did. And for the longest time, especially through that learning period, that's what I was doing. But then I saw a music video a couple years later by an artist called Quasimodo, Madlib, titled "Come On Feet." And I remember a good friend of mine from high school, who's a massive hip hop fan, by the way, shout out to Big Rick. He told me that the sample came from a French film that was released in 1973 called La Planète Sauvage. Fantastic Planet. I probably butchered that French pronunciation, by the way. I just got to thinking, I've been limiting myself to just sampling records. Like, I've been buying a ton of records, following the footsteps of all my heroes. I never thought of exploring other media. As silly as that may sound, right? To put myself in such a box, samplers capable of sampling anything that makes noise, right? Or audio. But I just thought, man, hip hop vinyl is just, that's the only way. Right? You guys are probably light years ahead of me, but you should be sampling everything. One day I was just sitting here playing my Nintendo Wii. I was playing Super Mario Galaxy, a game that I never played before up until now. And there was just this beautiful section right here. And I instantly just jumped out of my chair, feeling inspired, turned on my MPC 2000 XL, plugged in the CRT TV headphone jack out into the MPC, and I said, all right, let's sample this. And this is the beat that I was able to make through it. All that inspiration, I've been collecting a lot of DVDs lately, mainly because I like watching movies and stuff. But I made this beat using this show titled Samurai. It's an anime show. I picked it up at some comic book store. And from watching the show, I was just able to find something that I enjoyed musically. And I thought, oh, that would be cool to try to make a beat out of that. I just always take it as an opportunity, even though, sometimes I want to enjoy the show, but sometimes I hear stuff that I'm just like, yo, that's crazy, though, And my goal has always been, like, I don't want to just loop things. Looping things is cool, and maybe it's easier for artists and MCs and rappers or whatever you want to call them, singers, to get on. But I love just kind of rearranging it, chopping it, putting it in a different order. But yeah, I made this beat sampling that Samurai, so I'm gonna play for you guys right now. And that's it, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspired you to try something different if you haven't already, in the name of practice and just making better music. So go get your grandma's VHS player. I don't know if, I'm from that generation. Maybe you guys are too young. Make sure to ask your grandma or grandpa for their VHS player. Sample those VHS tapes. Sample those DVDs, YouTube videos, cassettes, CDs, vinyl. Sample yourself, for goodness sake. Whatever helps you improve your music and make better beats. If you ended up making a beat using something else other than vinyl, tag me on Instagram. If you want to support the channel, subscribe to the Bandcamp by clicking the link in the description. There's free music on there if you want to download any of the beats and just enjoy them. Feel free to do so. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.